Welcome everybody to episode 1 of Cheap Cuts Clean Plates. This is where I take cheap ingredients and make them into fine dining. On today's menu, I will be making a pap croquette with a braised mince ragu and herb oil to garnish. You want as little oil as possible. Mince is a meat that already has a lot of fat, so you want to kind of control your oil so that it doesn't get too oily towards the end. The whole idea of this process is that you want to get the most color as possible. I have measured my ingredients off camera. The key point to this part is that you add it once you start to see a bit of browning. We have to take into consideration our cooking method. Our cooking method is braising. Braising is being cooked over a long period of time with a lot of liquid. Now that the mince has reached a good point in browning, transferring it into a glass bowl. Now to add your veggies, onions and carrots. What is important here is that you get it medium-ish, so that it can last in the pot. Carrots take a longer time to cook, so the onions I put first to absorb the moisture and the flavor first. I'm now going to add my garlic. I'm also going to add my tomatoes at this point. I'm going to give my garlic a bit of time just to cook. You can give it like 45 seconds to a minute. So I'm going to add my wine now. The wine is optional, but when you are braising something, it is important to add wine because it really makes it prominent. That's what makes it different from a home dish to a fine dining dish. The steam has stopped. The wine is almost cooked out. Add my mince back into the pot. I'm now going to add my stock. Let this simmer for around 35 to 45 minutes. What I'm going to do now is slowly add my pap. Add a spoon of butter. Add my Parmesan cheese. How do you know that your pap is cooked is that number 1 has no lumps. And number 2 has a glossy shine to it. Also, if the pap stays, that's also a very good sign.
Get out of here, you crazy woman.
When putting this in the fridge, add some cling wrap to it. You kind of want to get it on the surface of it so that it doesn't get contact with air in general. I'm now going to put it in the fridge until it is cold to the touch. So roughly between 20 to 25 minutes. Last on our list to make would be a green oil. Green oil is kind of like a garnish. What I have here is my pot with some boiling water. In my pot, I added my different herbs. After they blanched, I then took them out, put it into a bowl of water, dry it on a paper towel, put it in a blender, add my oil. A pinch of salt doesn't hurt. You take it out, cut around the dish. I then cut it into my desired shapes. Shallow fry that until it's nice and golden brown.